Happy Friday, everyone. It is Mariel with Fathom Realty. Thanks for tuning in this week to Mariel's Realistic Real Estate Advice. Today, I'm going to be discussing on the selling side, what should you disclose to a potential buyer on a seller's disclosure? Okay, so what is a seller's disclosure? It's a document that the seller is going to be providing to the buyer about what they know of the condition and the possible defects about the house. It's about 3 to 5 pages, and every buyer's agent is going to want to show this to a potential buyer that might be thinking about putting an offer on your home. So with the seller's disclosure, honesty is always the best policy. That means it is in your best interest to disclose everything you know about the condition of the home and its possible defects. If not, whatever needs attention, or if there's some big flags or big ticket items that need to be addressed, there are a couple different ways that the buyer can find out about this without you telling them. For example, during the option period, they're most likely going to get a general inspection done. And when they get that report back, that is going to have all the deficiencies, it is going to have all the red flags on there, it is going to list everything you could or could not know of that might have an issue about the house. And after that point, they could have another licensed professional like an electrician, a plumber, an HVAC guy come out and give their professional opinion of whether it needs to be addressed or not before closing. Another way that a buyer can find out about an issue, they need to provide proof of insurance before closing. So if the home is having a little bit of issues getting insured, that's another way they can find out of a claim that you might have not disclosed. Another way that a buyer can find out if there's anything kind of weird going on, your neighbors. If you're close with your neighbors, you talk, they possibly could see a van outside, people love to talk about what they know. So regardless of you wanting to provide certain type of information, more than likely, buyers are going to figure out what needs to be addressed before closing. So if a buyer would like for you as a seller to take care of a couple of items during closing, they can negotiate that a licensed professional comes out and addresses some issues before closing, and that's money out of your pocket before closing day. If you were open and honest, that might have been some money that you could have been avoiding paying up front. Another thing that could happen is that they can offer you a lower asking price for the home in general. They see that there's some issues that need to be addressed, they lower the price so they have some money set aside to address those issues, or they can even ask money at closing. So the number stays the same of the offer price, but you're going to be providing them some money at closing so they have that money at hand to get a licensed professional to fix some of the issues. If you know of some issues that are not even seen from an inspection or licensed professional, and it could be years down the road, if the buyer thinks that you probably knew about this, that's a possible lawsuit on your hands. So just think about this, guys. In the long run, be honest, have everything out in the open. When a buyer comes to see your house and they already know these things and they still want it, then there is so much less of a chance of you paying out of pocket for repairs before closing or providing money at closing or even accepting a lower offer price during the transaction. So that's all I want to talk with you guys about is the seller's disclosure. Guys, always be open and honest about what you know because the truth will reveal itself eventually. If you have any topics or any things that you would like for me to cover, please let me know. My information's on my profile. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. Next week, we're going to be talking a little bit more on the buying side. Until then, I'll talk to you soon.